everybody. Welcome to Lugnutz.
This week on the show, we have a Toyota Supra surprise. The Tahoe that will be looking for you. A Tesla reality. And an air-cooled Lexus.
Drive on Lugnutz.
Drive on indeed, Lugnutz. This is Purge Hangers and Wall Hangers Media Presentation Podcast number 121 of the PJ and WH Media Network. This is Lugnutz. I'm Matthew Bucarell, the Mat Man. To my left is Stephen Bucarell, big brother, and son of a bitch, he got his bone. It's Link, hero timed Link Diablo. So sorry for the chewing. You can find us here at pjandwh.com, where I do have the latest podcast promos right here at the top video section. You can also find all of our full-length podcasts right here. Last week's Triforce podcast, The Brave Little Decepticon Toaster, as well as Lugnutz Blurry Zebra Maserati from last week. And you'll find all that great stuff here if you want to contact us. Hop on over here to contact us and leave us your name, your message, and what things luggy and nutty happened to you.
Well, up first, we have a Toyota Supra surprise.
Ooh, does it come at the bottom of a Cracker Jacks box?
No, not quite.
Oh.
The 2020 Toyota Supra has 335 horsepower, 365 torques. They ratcheted in there. But the 2021 will be getting a power boost. They're planning on putting 382 horsepower with 386 torque with a 2.0-liter 4-cylinder engine or the option of a 6-cylinder engine. There will be turbos.
Okay, so, I mean, the V6 would be nice with the Supra just because that's a long engine bay right there. I love the look of it.
51,000.
Yeah, I love the look of it.
For it.
The look of it is just absolutely
It
fantastic.
is. It's a fantastic looking little car.
And of course, before I forget, this is a very important day. It's Mother's Day. So
Yes.
Happy Mother's Day to all you Lugnuts out there, and maybe the Lugnuts mothers as well.
Buy your mother a Supra.
Because you wouldn't be here if it weren't for your mom. And of course, we're going to give a big Happy Mother's Day to our mother, Lorraine Bucarell. Wouldn't be a podcast without her. So kind of got to do that.
Yeah.
But going back to the Supra, I think that it really differs to whether you want turbo lag or you just want the V6. Because the turbo is going to be fun.
Turbo and a V6 will make it a monster.
Could have had a V8.
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to be able to
You're never going to see a
I'm
Toyota.
surprised you're going to be able to fit a V6 in there, but
Yeah.
The V6 sounds like an amazing car.
Yeah. With a V6, I think that would really, really move. I love the body lines on it. I swear to God, if I see one of these with a pinstripe, I'm slapping you. Good Lord. This is not a car for a pinstripe.
Yeah, no, the pinstriping would be weird.
Leave the pinstriping alone.
It should only be done by a true professional.
Yeah, and even then, a lot of people aren't.
Do you
happy.
remember the Toyota Yaris GR? That is the racing version.
Yeah, we talked about this.
It'll have 268 horsepower, and it
got
had
more
something
shots
to
on
do with winning the World Rally Championship or something.
That's impressive.
So, but what's not so impressive is it will not be coming to America.
Ooh.
We will not be getting it.
Ooh, on that down note. But
the rumor is that they're working on a Corolla version that is a hot hatch with minor changes, looking to make it around $24,000.
I guess it's like seeing an alternate Captain America in the comics, but whenever I see a right side drive car, I'm just like, oh, I want that. I want that. It doesn't
Yeah.
matter. Like it's a fucking
It's
it's a
the
Yaris
same
manual
thing.
with a nice big ass screen. I would take that car.
It looks like a very nice car, but those of you in Europe can enjoy the car all over the place.
Mm-hmm. And it's a Toyota, so you know it's going to last
But
forever.
they are working on a
Six-speed.
Corolla version.
Nice 6-speed manual. too.
Yes, 6-speed.
Traction control and everything in that bitch. Heated seats. Oh yeah, that's everything you need. And the front end doesn't look too bad to boot either, because you know you got this big ass grill down here at the bottom for the
Oh,
cooler.
yeah.
So I'd be interested to see Jezzer or the boys taking that one out.
Yes. Next, we cross-track to the Subaru Crosstrek.
Wrong podcast. There we go. Subaru Crosstrek. Yeah, man. Subarus they kind of have that Porsche syndrome to where they all look the same. Not that they all look like Porsches. No, they all look like this. It looks like an Outback. It looks like a Forester. It looks all of them. Look the same.
This is also getting more power.
Huh?
The current one has a 2-liter engine, the 20 version of the Crosstrek. That gets 152 horsepower. They're going to put a 2.5-liter engine in it for 182 horsepower, 34 miles to the gallon, and they're going to have a fake manual mode where you can shift yourself, or so they claim.
Yeah, it'll still protect the engine.
Yep, but it might be nice alternative if you can't get a manual and you really want one.
That's just like saying, I'm not a pilot anymore, but let me get on Flight Simulator.
Yeah.
Or Euro Truck Simulator. I could at least drive drunk in that. You're not going to get very far if you do try that. Don't drive drunk in video games.
Don't.
What's Hyundai doing?
Hyundai is screwing up a little bit. The Hyundai Genesis is getting a recall because of the airbags are loose, so they might not deploy properly.
That's not good.
They haven't been properly tightened in some models or all, so you're going to want to call your Hyundai dealer.
Yeah. Especially, I imagine that would be something simple, that if it's just tightening, making sure the bolt's tight, you get out your torque wrench. But tight enough. Tight. Double
And
check.
now would be a good time to get your car worked on.
Yeah, man.
I mean,
I'm sure.
you're not going anywhere anyway.
I can say from my dealership perspective as well, call us. We're there for you. I'm sure everybody's adapting to the COVID, so you'll be able to get a lot of service done that you may have been putting off on your vehicle.
Absolutely. Only one the safest.
So what's Chevy doing?
Chevy is releasing the Chevy Tahoe, which will be, there should be a better photo of that below, the new
Ooh.
cop car.
Okay.
This Tahoe will be looking for you coming soon. As you see in the picture, it is...
You know, I wasn't going to come out, but then I saw you had that nice new Tahoe. I kind of want to see how it rides. Can I get shotgun? No, okay.
It will have a 10-speed automatic, 355 horsepower, 383 torques will be wound down in there. 2 and 4-wheel drive, depending on the situation. It'll have upgraded everything, brakes, air coolers, air cleaners, all sorts of cop stuff.
Nice, man. Especially with the, nice big Tahoe. Nice. It's a nice SUV.
Yeah.
They ride nice.
You know, Ford's really going to lose out on this one because they could have went with the Ford, but they went with the Chevy Tahoe.
And on that bombshell.
Before we go on to the Kia, if someone was to need a place to park a Kia,
Well, I tell you,
who would they go to get a Kia?
They could hop on over to KW.com and visit Caitlin Carezzi and the Anne-Marie Carezzi real estate team located over on Media PA. And they're licensed in PA, New Jersey, and Delaware. So they can help you find the dream home that you've been looking for and park that nice Kia or Maserati or Chevy Tahoe, whatever you got. Park it right in that garage. Just hop on over here to KW.com and visit Caitlin Carezzi. She'll hook you up, and she specializes in first-time home buyers. So if you don't know what the process is, she'll walk you through it. So if you have a Kia Mojave, Gravity is the new
They're
flagship.
getting a brand new flagship. This debuted in 2008. It is getting a full redesign with a new grille. They're pointing out It has no chrome fangs.
It looks like I want to say like a Tahoe, but it's kind of like a Ford mixed with like Chevy Lights.
Yeah, that kind
older,
of
Explorer,
elongated octagon in the front.
Yeah,
and a very bizarre looking Mojave symbol.
Yeah,
which is kind of like a swirl.
Yeah, they're going for
a poorly made cinnamon
That's
roll.
so you don't know it's a Kia.
Okay.
I mean,
it's you know what? From the outside, it looks like all the rest of SUVs, I guess.
Yeah. Oh no, this one has a turn signal. No, they all have that. Yep, looks like the same.
Yeah.
Same old in the biz there.
It'll have a 12.3-inch touchscreen, LED lights, 7 seats, and about 64,000-ish.
Nice.
Call your Kia dealership if you're interested.
Absolutely. And what is Lexus up to?
Okay, out of order. The Lexus has a brand new idea for their new battery. It's going to be an air-cooled battery, and it comes with a 1 million kilowatt warranty.
Is it in the back like a Beetle?
That looks like it. It is right there. The warranty is 10 years.
Wow, I was joking.
Or 1 million kilowatt, which equals about 621,000 mile warranty.
Not bad.
That's really good for an electric car.
Especially if you're trying to, really ease people's minds. Giving them a nice long warranty on the electric car, that's a good option.
They're using an air cooling system as opposed to most other people that use a water cooling system.
Yeah, and I mean, it all depends on how you pipe those air vents to really get it. Because I know, like, a popular thing in, like, the first-gen Priuses is they would have get, like, a warning sign for, like, the engine, or the engine battery. Or not the accessory battery.
Well, this is Lexus, so I expect
But it would be, there's, like, a little vent on, like, the top of the car, and they would have, like, their jacket, and they'd toss it in the rear view mirror, not the rear view mirror, but the rear windshield area, and then that would cover up the vent so it couldn't get any air. So it all depends on how they vent that air.
The thing is, they say the air-cooled battery will gain 10 to 20 years over the other battery.
Okay.
So they're really getting a lot. They're going for the long haul.
Yeah. I'd be interested.
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah, it's a great idea, especially with the air cooling.
Especially if they can finally get it to work.
Yeah, if they're getting more efficiency out of the batteries and a longer life, that's exactly what is holding some people off of the electronic vehicles, because they know, I had a buddy who had a Prius and he had to replace them battery packs. He said that was expensive. Well, this, one, they're giving you a long warranty, and two, they have developed it to last a long time with this new technology. So we'll have to see how it pans out.
Yeah, and everything on the bottom there hopefully would make it rather easier to...
you got to rip out the entire car, or you're going from underneath. So that's why I'm interested to see how they do the venting.
Yeah.
If they're venting from the bottom, critters and insects, stuff like that burrow. If it's inside, like I said, jackets, messy cars, different kind of stuff like that as a mechanic I think of, So I'm interested to see how that pans out.
Yeah, it is fascinating, but, it should be...
It's Lexus, so... They got it.
Audi's A4 and A5 are getting a power upgrade and hybrid.
Okay.
13 whole extra horsepower.
Got to slap an extra $4,000 on that bad boy.
Whoa! But they're also in the mirror. They have a brand new toll navigation system.
Okay.
It will handle all tolls in the United States and Canada.
Oh, that's nice. Because a lot of people have the easy passes and, being able to switch from just have it like all over right there. That's nice. That's a nice feature.
And it's all in the mirror.
So in about 7 years.
Easy pass on the thing. I assume you'll...
Now that also means you got to have this area of the windshield clear.
No, it's in the mirror.
Oh, it's in the even if it's in the mirror right here, you got to have that. You got to have that clear.
Yeah, well, this is supposed to, so you're not going to need that. You're not need that thing on your. It's just in the mirror. Okay. I guess Audi thinks it ruins the look of their car.
little white box there. Well, yeah, it's going to be in this assembly here.
Yeah.
So you just have to make sure that area of the windshield is like if you're in the snow states.
And you're not supposed to have anything over your mirror anyway.
Yeah. So that's a nice feature for Audi.
What do we have next?
So after DOS
Elon Musk.
Audi,
What has he been up to?
Elon
He was on Joe
playing
Rogan
around
recently.
with augmented reality games while driving, and here we see Pokemon Go. Obviously,
Really?
that the Minecraft augmented reality.
Is that safe?
So new Twitter
Looks
comment.
like he's parked.
Yeah, I think even with the games, I think you do have to be parked. It's not going to let you play and drive because even though it has the self-driving, I wouldn't recommend that. They still want you to pay attention, so
Right.
that's why they make you have your hand on the wheel, stuff like that. So for the last 2 years, Tesla has been devoting some resources to integrating video games into its user experience. Plans to do more of that in the future, as Musk says that Tesla's goal is to increase owners' happiness and to make ownership experience more fun. So they did already add in some like Atari games. They have an emulator there for 70s and 80s that runs on the Tesla vehicles. So you can play the Asteroids, Pole Position. You can play these classic games, Atari games to the emulator. But Elon also made it clear that they plan to add other games from other companies as well. So as of May last year, they said they're working on porting over Unity and Unreal video game engines to Teslas. Could you imagine playing Doom in your Tesla?
But I'm sure Skyrim will be coming to Tesla.
Oh yeah.
Coming soon.
Look out for Skyrim Tesla edition. It's coming to the fridge first, that Galaxy fridge, but the future of Tesla, man. And here we see them playing Pokemon Go. And you know what? Especially if you're at a Pokestop, it's all, drive around, go here, do that. So if you're in a more rural area, I could see that as being a
It's
good
nice
help.
to know they're thinking of everyone.
He's got a little bit of a gaming bug in him, so I think that's a good mark for Elon there. So I just saw that one. I was going to add it in Triforce, but might as well have it because it's car-based and it's Elon.
Oh, right. This one, you click on these slideshow images.
Slideshow.
We have 15. You can go back to the last one.
Ooh, yeah.
15 cars, supercars, for under $50,000. For those of you who have always dreamed about owning a supercar, that looks like an Alpha, which are always fantastic.
So we have the Acura NSX 45 to 66. It is a mid-rear engine car, 3.2 liters and 290 ponies, which the NSX has always classically been more of a light supercar, as when you put it up in the supercar, because it is a supercar.
Yeah.
But especially now, it still kind of has that, but it has a huge fan base. And I know a bunch of people that own them because I work at the dealer. And they are great cars. Very fun to drive. And that's due to the mid-rear. Engines right here, mid-rear.
Absolutely. What do we have next?
Aston Martin.
Yes, the Aston Martin I was thinking about.
V8 Vantage.
From 51,000 to about 52. That's rather reasonable for a
4.7 liter V8 with 420 horsepower.
That's going to be a thirsty car.
Yeah, the 06 to 08 V8 Vantage was powered by a 380 horsepower 4.3 liter V8. So a bit of a step up there. And a lot of horsepower for, actually not that bad price-wise.
And you get to drive around in an Aston.
Audi R8. I can't say no to that, but not if it's $73, I can.
64 to 73. We're getting in the more expensive section of the list.
Yeah, but still 4.2 liter V8 producing 414 horsepower.
This
4 second.
Get you to where you need to go.
0 to 60 in 4
style.
seconds, man. Oh, yeah. I want to say that they did have... Was it the R8 they had in Iron Man?
They have the R8 all the time. They have Audis all the time.
The
Bentley Continental GT Speed. 45,000 to 60,000. I am very surprised that it's 45,000 to start.
Yeah.
Probably doesn't come with seats.
You have to add them in. It's actually just a milk crate.
Oh, okay.
But the W12 engine layout.
But then you don't own a Bentley.
Mm-hmm. And of course, the BMW X6M, 34,000 to 41,000. That is very affordable if you're looking at a BMW.
Absolutely.
Does the R1, the Corvette. Yeah,
55,000 to 65.
600 ponies and a base price of just $100,000. So,
Wow.
once again I said you got that surplus check in and you were looking at a new Corvette. Hey,
Just drive on down and get one.
and get one.
Corvette making the list again, the Z06.
Yeah, man.
The C7 version, 48,000 to 53, and this supercar could be you. Yours.
Well, it could be you if you're a Transformer. I mean, if I was a
Yes.
Transformer, I gotta tell you, I would pick that car. So, 48 to 53,000, nice, especially if you're looking for a Corvette. The Z06, very nice, and the Charger Hellcat
49,000 to 58,000.
was still a very sleek car. I like the Hellcat. The Challenger Hellcat was just beastly, and the Charger still just the same. When they put the Hellcat in there, yeah, you know that can actually be pushed. 707 horsepower.
6.2 liter V8, 707 horsepower.
Yeah,
Hard to beat
massive.
anything with that sort of horsepower.
Well, Dodge Viper.
Dodge Viper. Wow, really?
Yeah, 29.
RT10 GTS, 28,900 to 53. Wow, that is
V10
really
engine
cheap.
designed for heavy-duty trucks. The first generation is a rude muscle car masquerading as a Ferrari Slayer.
8-liter V10.
That's the perfect way you describe that car. It thinks it's something it's not.
The original Viper's windshield wipers were just for show. They didn't actually do anything.
Then again, you're not driving that car on a rainy day. Well, you don't plan on driving it at a rainy day.
You know, you'd be surprised in this area.
And then, of course, the boss. No, we're not talking about Bruce
302
Springsteen.
Laguna Seca Ford Mustang. Get one for 34 to 42.
Yeah, not a true boss,
I don't know where you're going to get one for 34.
Like the older boss, even just like an older boss chassis, that could go for like a bunch of fucking money.
Oh, yeah.
Rusted out, they don't care. They want it. If it can be officially, known as that's a boss, and they'll take it, and you'll get a lot of money.
I bet.
Not that one though, but the Lotus.
Lotus Esprit V8. That's a hot-looking 80s supercar. 3.5 liter engine.
I was about to say that's bringing me back to like Vice City.
$30,000 to $46,000. Mid-engine supercar with all the wonders of a Lotus.
3.5 liter, yeah, V8.
Introduced in 1975. 350 horsepower.
And it looks like it.
And it looks fantastic.
Maserati Gran Turismo Sport. Of course, 32 to 41. That's not bad. 4.7 liter V8 with 454 horsepower, man. About a 50 grand investment there. So
that is fantastic.
Yeah.
And it's beautiful to look at.
Oh, yeah. And then
Mercedes-Benz CL65 AMG. Starting at $24,000. Wow.
That's the interior stripped.
Okay.
You don't even get a steering wheel. You have to use a screwdriver.
Can I use a wrench?
Yeah, you could use a wrench.
Like one wrench.
Yeah.
Big monkey wrench.
Yeah. Why is he driving with a monkey wrench? That's not
It
legal.
didn't
Like,
come
no.
up with a steering wheel.
They wanted to
sliding.
charge me extra for the steering wheel. Say, I got it.
But that is a pretty hot looking car.
Oh yeah. I like the windows. How that's like borderless there.
If it was convertible, it'd be even better.
They may have a convertible option. You're not getting a convertible.
604 horsepower.
Mm-hmm. And it has the what is it?
V12.
Yeah, there it is. So, nice little car. The Nissan
GTR 46,000 to 45,000.
Yeah, man.
Get yours today.
These cars are quick. I've driven one.
Fantastic little car.
They're quick. They're very quick little cars. So if you can grab one, absolutely. Especially used, I don't care. Just grab it.
Porsche 911 Turbo.
Yep, 39.5 to 58 clean there, man. And 415 horsepower, twin turbo, flat six. So you Can't go wrong with a Porsche, even though they all look the same.
It is a classic. That is our list.
That's the end of the list. And it's been a great podcast. If you have something luggy and nutty you want to say, like our buddy Kelly Collins, Twitchy Wilson, he hopped on and told us all about how he built up his Jeep and make it something special.
Today's his birthday.
It is his birthday. We want to wish Kelly Collins a happy birthday, as well as our man Connor Bristow, Mr. One Punch himself. We wish a happy birthday out to both you guys. And like I said at the beginning of the podcast, very happy Mother's Day to all you wall jangers out there. And of course, we want you to contact the team. Let us know if you got something luggy. Now, find us on social media. We go live on Facebook, but we also put an enhanced version on the YouTube, special end credit scenes that don't stop until Connor says one punch. And then you can always find us on Twitter and Instagram as well. So find the promo for the funniest part of this podcast here on our website, pjnwh.com, and tune in tomorrow, 7 p.m. for another Triforce podcast with the gang, and we hope to see you there. So,
like, share, subscribe below.
Absolutely, and like always, doesn't matter if you have a 80s supercar or a Toyota Yaris GR. Nothing rolls without Lugnutz. We'll see you next week, boys and girls. Drive on!
Pizza. Oh, pizza. Cuckoo.
Nice try. Nice try.
He settled
Sorry,
me.
dude. You're not getting your bone either. And now. End. Stop production. Stop everything. But I'll tell you what they don't want to stop. Don't want to stop rocking. And they want to click here if they want to subscribe. They're going to find
right here.
the very best podcast for them right here. And then way over there in the corner, you're going to find all of the playlist for everything luggy and nutty. Drive on, Lugnutz.